Back by popular demand, please welcome Matthew Pollard.
We all tell stories in our personal life, don't we? How many people here are married? Now the story of how my wife and I met, gosh, it's a theatrical masterpiece. I say something, my wife says something, we say things together, we hold each other's hands, we look at each other. That's how we met. Confuse the customer, lose the sale. Now sure, I get it. What you're telling them sounds simple to you. For you, the devil is in the detail, the jargon. What I want you to do instead is I want you to just tell a story. If you can change your behavior and start telling stories, you will shorten sales cycles, you will increase closure rates.
The people loved him. We heard outstanding feedback. When he finished, everybody wanted to talk to him. So there's a line outside with him. The response was outstanding.
There's this Princeton study that says when somebody tells a story, our brains start to synchronize. This thing called neurocoupling happens. Neurocoupling means that we actually create artificial rapport. Studies out of Stanford highlight
people remember up to 22 times more information when embedded into a story.
For instance, if I was going to tell you to remember chairs, porridge, and beds, and say a year from now I'm going to come back and ask you what those things were, there's no way you're going to remember what those items are. But going back to Goldilocks and the Three Bears, not only will you remember what those items are, you'll remember the order they were told.
It remains the most memorable sales event that I've attended. Leveraging power stories has helped us speed the sales cycle time, and ultimately it led to closing one of the largest deals in the history of our company.
How much time are you spending chasing clients, following up with them, and potentially not getting the sale because you don't have these well-prepared stories that help the customer know that you can deliver? I went from scared to sell to teaching hundreds how to do it. Now, thanks to my best-selling book, The Introvert's Edge, I get the opportunity to teach thousands.
Since Matt has left and we've continued our practice, the board themselves have increased their ability to get wishes sponsored by another 15%.
We're going to do a quick exercise. The best way to learn is to teach. Use your ability to actively listen to actually connect the story to their unique situation and what they've told you beforehand. They remember more of it, they feel like they've got a better relationship with you, and the moral of the story is it's a no-brainer, so it makes it so much easier. Does that answer your question?
That was brilliant.
Thank you for joining.
We've had some of the top sales speakers, Anthony Iarino, Jeb Blunt, Mark Hunter, Neil Rackham, Tom Snyder, Lisa Earl McLeod. Matthew was definitely one of our top 3 or 4 speakers that we've ever had.
You need to have a very refined sales script that leads to an objection, like the commercial real estate company. That objection leads to telling a story. Now, the logical part of the brain is the part that's saying, I don't know whether that would work for me. The emotional part of the brain, when it hears a story, it literally short circuits the logical brain and goes, story time! And it listens. And it doesn't listen to any of the details, it just assumes all of that to be factual. And it's listening for the moral of the story. Now, the moral of the story is that the customer had a successful outcome working with you. And because of that, so can they.